Hello everyone, my name is Marcus Henchuk, and if you know me personally, you probably know how passionate I am about different cultures, different languages, and even how much I love traveling. So a month ago, I embarked on a new adventure and I came to Germany once more in order to finish my degree. Meaning that I'm now studying a double degree and that at the end I'm going to have both a Brazilian and a German degree in international business. The double degree itself is not the main benefit of this whole adventure, of this whole journey. And in this video, I want to share with you some of the reasons why you should yourself pursue an international degree, a double degree, and how I came up with the decision and with the idea of studying abroad and not only doing an exchange program. In my senior year at high school, I really had a hard time choosing what I wanted to do at university for my major. I liked way too many subjects. I liked history, I liked math, I liked geography. And if you look at all three of them, you may say, Marcus, study economics. It's all three of them in a package. But I knew exactly what I wanted to do professionally. I wanted to work at an international environment. I wanted to work with different cultures, speak different languages, and all of that with businesses. But I didn't see all of those things in the economics studies. Well, I am going to have some subjects. I could also do an exchange semester in some foreign land, but I still wouldn't have different languages. I still wouldn't have studies regarding different cultures in the extent I really wish I had. I couldn't decide until a career fair at my school when I became aware of this program between a Brazilian university and a German one. I was passionate about it. I had to speak German. It was just perfect for me. And in this video, I also want to show you why this is a good idea. I want to show you some reasons of why a double degree may improve your life or how many benefits it has. The very first reason for you to do this program is international experience. And I remember that when I was 14, I had researched all of the internet about possibilities for me to do this kind of program, from Rotary to the most difficult and complicated ways to go abroad for high school. But unfortunately, it didn't work out until uni. And in my first year of university, I applied for a scholarship from the Goethe Institute and went abroad for the first time to Munich, where I had a 1-month scholarship in order to improve my German skills. It was fantastic. I came back, I continued to work on my internship that I had at that time. It was at a German company, and through that, I got the possibility to go abroad once more in order to have an internship in Germany this time. So this was my second time. I came back to Brazil, stayed 1 year more, and now I came the third time in order to finish my studies. I noticed that it's way easier to do all of those things if you're in such a program, which is great. The second obvious reason why such a program is great are foreign language skills. I am not the one who's going to say you can't learn a language in your own country. On the contrary, I have never been to an English-speaking country yet. And even though I don't speak English flawlessly, I know I can communicate with anyone about anything in English, and that's really great. Nevertheless, I must tell you there are great advantages for your language learning if you come abroad. For instance, now I know words I wouldn't know if I only were learning German in Brazil. Words for house items, for the garden, and I also learned how to communicate in a more articulate way, which I couldn't really do before. The third reason is networking. And in Brazil, it wasn't mandatory to do the double degree, so the majority of people weren't actually doing that. Nevertheless, I met some of the people who were doing it, and even met some foreigners who came from their own country to Brazil in order to finish their degree. And it was awesome. There's a big sense of community between these people, and even though you don't know them, they act as a community and they help you in all sorts of different ways. There was a girl who hadn't found housing yet, so she could just sleep on the sofa of some other student. They help you in order to find a house. They help you with the subjects in order to find an internship. But they're also good friends for partying or just to hang out with. I've met some great friends through this community, and even though my studies in Germany haven't started yet, they start in October, I am already in contact with some people at my university, and it's great sense of community, and yeah, I think these are really people who I'm going to carry with me throughout my life. The fourth reason is personal development, and of course, going to university is going to develop yourself personally anyways, not only due to the courses you take, but also because you get older. Nevertheless, I have the opinion that a double degree skyrockets this experience a lot, due to a variety of reasons. One of them being, of course, the international experience, the international environment. Last year, I wrote on my blog an article called Living Abroad, How It Became a Journey to Myself. And on this article, I talk about how being on a new environment, speaking a different language, and dealing with different people without having all of your old friends or family around you, and so on, helps you to get to know yourself better. It isn't always easy. Nevertheless, it is totally worth it. You get to know how to deal with different situations, and you become more independent. The fifth reason is intercultural competence, intercultural skills. And just like the language skills, I don't think it is strictly necessary for you to go overseas in order to acquire them. Nevertheless, I must say it is for intercultural skills way more important. There's just something about being immersed in a new country that makes you be confronted every second with new views of the world, new views about the most different topics. This also enables you to see how similar we are despite of all differences, or for some people, how different we are despite of all similarities. And there's also another thing. It makes that you understand that intercultural competence is not about acting like the other culture in order to communicate with them, but about understanding them and about using your own cultural traits in order to better communicate, using your own cultural traits in order to differentiate yourself from others. But all of that taken into account how they receive information, and so on. It is a great competence, and even though you may read about it, you only acquire it with experience. The sixth benefit you're going to have is lesser bureaucracy. So let's say you've studied in this new country and you're fascinated about it, or you want to acquire new work experience. I don't know, you want to stay for a little bit more in this country. With a degree from that country, I know that you will have lesser requirements in order to do that. Probably. In Germany, for example, if you have a German degree, you're entitled for 18 months of visa in order to look for a job, and the requirements for the new job are going to be just finding one in your area. In comparison with someone with a foreign degree, this person would have to find a job with a wage of 5,000 euros per month. For example, I don't know the numbers by heart, but it's way easier with a German degree, and the same applies to many different other countries with which you may do a double degree. So that's basically it. In October, my classes are going to start. I'm really excited. I've been in Germany for 1 month now, and I've already done so much. I've been to so many different places. I'm staying at a Airbnb right now, and in a new city. And yeah, it's been a great time. It's been really nice to talk to you guys. I hope you are doing well, and please do not forget to subscribe and visit www.henchuk.com. Have a great time. See you.